What's up, guys? It's your boy, Dog Shit Game Reviews. Alright, so I'm gonna review Monster Hunter Wilds. I've played and beat Monster Hunter World and Rise. I'm not exactly a veteran. I mean, I've only played those two, but you know, I think I can give a good impression and review of the game for the most recent fans, which it's probably like 80% of the people who will play this shit. Because let's be honest, nobody back in the day was playing fucking Monster Hunter on the PlayStation, the little one, the PlayStation Vita, whatever the fuck. Alright, so for the idiots who can't put two and two together, Monster Hunter Wilds is, you fucking guessed it, hunting monsters. Who could have fucking guessed, right? So I lost my virginity to Monster Hunter back in World in 2018 when it came out. I specifically went to the store to get a physical copy. Remember when we fucking bought those back in the day, boys? The good old days. And I'll be honest, this game pretty much fucking ruined my college. Like my grades fucking fell through when this shit came out. I just fucking skipped classes, play this shit non-fucking stop. And who can ever forget facing Nergigante for the first time? You know, like that was when he did the dive bomb for the first time. Especially when the hitboxes were still broken and there's pretty much no fucking way you could have dodged it. Once in a lifetime experience, honestly. I had a blast playing that shit with one of my friends back in the day. It was amazing. And now we skip to 2025 and we have this fucking piece of garbage.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Alright, so on to the technical aspect of the game. I was playing on a 350 with a Ryzen 5 360 with 6 cores, but like that's no excuse for how bad this shit is. I mean, I'm playing on medium settings and the game runs like absolute fucking ass. I have a friend who has a 4080 and it still feels like fucking liquid diarrhea. And the other thing is they made the game all about using the AI generated frames as a crutch instead of actually optimizing it. So if you try to turn off the AI generated frames, it runs even fucking worse to the point it's unplayable. It's unbelievable. I played at release and it was even somehow better. I don't know how, but the only problem was that there were a lot of graphic textures that didn't pop, and sometimes it was like looking like a PlayStation 1 game. And you saw there in the Palicos delivering the food also a massive frame drop for absolutely no reason. I really don't know, like if they don't have QA control or something. You can even see me on the hunt also getting random frame drops. The performance in this game is inexcusable. I don't know how people think this is a good game. Even the visual style, in my opinion, I hate all this AAA video games focusing on hyper realism, and then they can't even optimize the game, and you need AI generated frames. I'm much a bigger fan of the cartoonish style from Rise and World. I feel like it added more spirit to the game, you know. And besides, these are fucking monsters that don't exist in real life, bro. Why are you trying to make that shit look like realistic, huh? Audio wise and with the sound effects, I mean, I think it's pretty damn good. The sounds of hitting the monsters with like a hammer and shit feel pretty nice. The music is always pretty good as well, especially when it's like the badass fucking monsters. The breaking part sound effects is pretty satisfying too. The monsters crying, I mean, I'm a fucking psychopath, so I don't really feel sorry for them, but some people do. You know, it is what it is. But the sound and the music, I'd say overall, pretty excellent. I have no complaints in that department whatsoever. I don't think anyone will. Story-wise, the story has never been the focus of the series, but in Wilds it is especially fucking bad. Every part with Nata made me want to fucking give a blowjob to a revolver and pull the fucking trigger. That character was fucking annoying, trying to fight monsters by throwing rocks at them, and then the fucking monster, I mean, spoiler alert for anyone who cares, the monster literally killed his whole fucking village and family, and he feels sorry for it? Are you fucking kidding me? Who would ever feel sorry for the monster after some shit like that? Well, story-wise, the story, for those who actually care, it's about traveling to the Forbidden Lands, supposedly an inhabitable area with no people in it, but as soon as we get there, fucking we're victims to Nata immediately, and then we have to deal with him the whole story and his whole tribe of hippie monster lovers that never killed any of them, and they just live with them and respect them or whatever the fuck. I'm not gonna delve too much into the story because it's uninteresting, boring, and it's not worth anyone's time. I love story-based games, but the delivery here and the premise is horrible. Like even the local homeless man, doped up on fentanyl and crack cocaine, will fall asleep playing through this shit. I'm not gonna lie. And another thing is the world exploration and running around feels very fucking empty. For example, when compared to Monster Hunter World, since we don't really run around because of the secret, the fucking Turbo Velociraptor shit. There's no tracking anymore. Pretty much, you just go automatically to the monster. There's no preparation for the hunts. They give you a fuck ton of supplies, and the monsters don't even interact with each other like it did in Worlds. Like you're running around, you get a notification of a random turf war, monsters beating the fuck out of each other, and you had random stuff in the environment that actually interacted with you. I felt like it had a lot more bugs and the frogs and the random vine traps and shit like that. That was a lot more interactive. Now the world just feels like a background visuals for while you're beating the fucking monster. If they put a fucking green screen and the monster, pretty much the game would have no fucking difference. I'll be honest. Gameplay. Now, here's what we're all for: to beat the shit out of and abuse some monsters. I played through the game mostly as a hammer user, and it felt just as good as it did in World. Pretty much everything plays exactly like it did in World. But now we have the focus mode, which has its pros and cons. I mean, for the great sword, it feels pretty good. You pretty much never miss charge attacks now. But at the same time, because of the whole focus mode and wound system, the monster just spends the whole fucking hunt on the fucking floor crying for help. I mean, on the gameplay, I mean, he barely gets knocked down. I'm a bit rusty. I didn't play that well, but most hunts go are like done in 5 to 7 minutes. It's fucking ridiculous. And if you're doing the story, it goes like 20 to 30 minute cutscenes, and then you play for 5 minutes, another cutscene because of how fast the monster dies. Somehow they've managed to make the clutch claw look fucking balanced next to this thing. And I can't wait to see what they do with the G Rank DLC to make it even more fucking broken. I really hope they do something to remedy the situation. Maybe they can buff the monsters like knockout resistances or something. Maybe with the new monsters they'll drop. But they really need to fix this somehow. Also, some weapons now feel like complete fucking shit to use. Namely, the bow gun, especially the heavy bow gun. They basically made almost every ammo type unusable, especially especially spread, which was one of my favorite builds from World, being like spread 3 with a fucking Giga Chat heavy bow gun, hugging the monster's face, blasting it like a shotgun. Yeah, that's gone. They basically made spread unusable because it has massive recoil and a massive animation. They, I'll be honest, if you're a bowgun main, I recommend placing yourself on a fucking suicide watch to play Wilds, because otherwise, I don't think you're gonna make it through the game. Onto the end game. The worst part about the end game is the severe lack of monsters. Especially when the game at release, we had one 8-star hunt, which was Tempered Arkveld, which plays the exact same way as the normal Arkveld. There was no difficulty spike whatsoever. Meanwhile, they've added a couple of things with the title updates. Namely, the Apex Predators are now also tempereds, and they are considered 8 stars. But once again, not that much difference in difficulty, especially now when compared to the spike in difficulty from the Elder Dragons in World. And I feel like they should really add some more difficult monsters and new monsters instead of just basically buffing numbers. That's what the tempereds are. Some people like to pretend, oh, they're faster, oh, they're more aggressive. It's the exact same shit. All right, we all know it's the exact same shit. The only ones that are different are the Arch Tempered because those have insane fucking numbers and maybe like one or two new moves. But that's the worst part of the game is the end game. There's not really much to do yet. That's probably gonna change when they drop the DLC in maybe like a year or after a couple of title updates. That's how it went in World with the title updates. They added a bunch of Elder Dragons and Kultaroth and all that. I hope they do something similar here. We just have to wait and see. But for now, the end game is pretty fucking boring. Overall, I give it a 6 out of 10. I don't recommend it until a few title updates. They fix the performance, hopefully, had a bunch of new monsters. Or you can just wait until G Rank comes out. Because usually when G Rank comes out, it's a whole brand fucking new game. They also give you like the Defender armor set. So you can blast through the base game and get to the good part. A man can pray that either the title updates or the G Rank fixes this. And yeah, that's it. Leave a comment and we can get into a shit throwing contest with each other, and that's it. Fuck you and see you next time.